I'm Corbett Wall with DVAuction, here with your feeder flash for Thursday, March 14th, brought to you in part by Stay Tough Fencing. Stay Tough manufactures one of the broadest lines of high tensile and low carbon fences on the market, plus a full line of tools and accessories. Stay strong, stay tight, stay tough with Stay Tough Fencing. Tight supplies are glaring. We've been talking about tight supplies. We've got the tightest or smallest calf crop since World War II. We're short on market ready fed cattle. We're short on slaughter cows and bulls. We're short on feeder cattle. We're short on calves. We're short on everything. And I've told you many times, like my great grandpa told me all the time, he said the money will run out before the cattle do. But we're bound to be getting close, guys. We're seeing extremely tight numbers of all classes of cattle. The market is showing it. Buyers are scrambling, and it doesn't matter what class of cattle they're trying to buy. Most major packing plants, steer and heifer plants, have backed off to 32 hours a week, whether they're cutting off the Saturday, which most of them have all done cut off the Saturday. There's no Saturday kill to speak of at all. But they're cutting off the Friday, or they're shortening each day work, each day of the week before that, and only slaughtering for 32 hours at most. Cow and bull plants are struggling to fill their orders, not being able to find enough to go, and we're seeing the prices on those, which we got more competition in our slaughter cows and bulls, so that's more of a fair type of a negotiation. Stocker buyers are scrambling to fill orders here leading up to April the 15th, which is our big turnout day for most major grazing areas. So we're seeing them scramble to try to fill orders. They're buying cattle way up into the 7s to turn out, because we're not scared of having cattle weighing 1,000 coming off grass. So they're buying some big stocker cattle there, and in turn that's making it tough for your feedlot replacement buyers. They're having to get heavier to try to get away from the competition from your stocker buyers. So they're buying heavy cattle. I mean, we saw some heavy feeders coming off wheat, which you don't see this very often. Cherokee Sales Company in Cherokee, Oklahoma sold some 1,032-pound steers coming off wheat. They bring $2,222.85. That's $2,300 per head, guys, on a market still kind of stuck in the mid 180s here right now. But we don't know if it's got any room to run or no. But just extremely tight, and everybody has been telling you, and it's a true story. Cattle are easy to sell. They're hard to buy. These order buyers at all classes, even your shippers, are struggling to get cattle put together to send out to their customers. You can't tell them what they're going to cost, because it just gets higher every single day, especially on these lightweights. Don't forget about your punchy pick of the month, guys. We've got a lot of cool picks coming in. We're doing that every month at the last day of the month. We'll pick out the punchy pick of the month. The winner gets all the prizes. The cool swag from Beaver Feed Company and Beaver County Stockyards, both in Beaver, Oklahoma, and then the whole case of Fair Peace, that revolutionary product that's scientifically proven there, guys. But let's talk about your board. April live cattle futures up 167 at 189.92. June was up 210, and now most of your trade is in the June month, and it went up over $2. That's a significant gain there on a fairly slow day otherwise in your live cattle. 186.05 on June live cattle contracts, and it was kind of, I told you just a few visits ago, it was kind of hanging back, and it looked like it was undervalued a little bit, especially with our April trading up near 190. And the latest weighted average was around 185 on live cattle in your 5-area feeding region. But your back months on live cattle futures were up 117 to up 157. March feeder cattle up $1.30 at 250.27. April was up 172 at 255.85. And your back months on feeder cattle futures were up 187 to up 217 on the farthest out, guys. Look at those LRPs. Look at those prices way out find you a strike price that you like, you feel comfortable with, that you can afford the premium. Lock those turnout cattle out and enjoy your summer. How about your grains? March corn down 2.5 cents a bushel at 426.5. March beans down 1/4 cent of a bushel is all at 11.81 3/4. And your Kansas City hard red winter wheat for May down 9 3/4 cent at 587.5. Fat cattle trade, we have still not seen any trade to speak of direct out of your 5-area feeding region. We'd seen one little deal at 186 in the northern plains early. On Tuesday we saw one little deal in Kansas at 185, but that's within the steady range, but it's going to be higher unless the board plunges here late in the week, and it's showing a lot of muscle right now, but I'm sure there'll be some powers that try to make it plunge there. But for what we're looking at, it looks like fat cattle are going to gain another buck or two or more this week whenever they finally trade them here late in the week. Did have a brick and mortar fat cattle auction on Wednesday. Sioux Falls Regional Livestock in Worthing, South Dakota sold them $3 to $6 higher. The conventional fat steers and heifers sold mostly from 184 to 194.50. Some program cattle, drug-free and non-implanted, sell from 189 to 194. Good market, guys, wherever you find fat cattle, and your packers are scrambling to find them. Now, box beef was mixed and off on the choice. Your packers are having a hard time, even though they slashed kills. I mean, the kills are down to nothing, and your wholesale buyers know it. But still, we're not seeing your choice cuts get up there. They've been kind of climbing here a little bit, but on Wednesday afternoon they were down 77 cents at 309.82. Your selects up 144 at 301.04. Slaughter 351,000 through the first 3 days of the week. That's 11,000 less than the same point a week ago. 23,000 less the same point a year ago. Talk about what else is going on. Limousine and Lim Flex are some options you might want to look at when you're looking at your spring bull sales, guys. They are focusing on feed efficiency, improved marbling, continued superior yield grade, and calving ease. Don't miss out on the Wolf Cattle Company sale that's going to be April the 4th. I'm going to be doing that down close to Fort Worth, Texas. That's going to be online buying only, but that is a premium sale there for Limousine and Lim Flex there, guys. But let Limousine and Lim Flex take you full circle. For more information, go to NALF.org. Talk about your feeder cattle market, your real-time index on DVAuction. Late in the day on Wednesday, sitting at 251.20. That was up another $1.35, and that's including Wednesday's sales. And we got some humdingers to tell you about. Latest CME cash feeder cattle index sitting at 248.19. Coming to you from Houston, Texas, Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. My youngest daughter is a senior, and this is the last roundup for us. We've got a pig that we hope we get to parade around the show ring a little bit on Thursday before we have to load it on the truck. But that'll be the end of our show career here for the junior stock shows, and I hate to say it, but I'm really looking forward to that being in the rearview mirror. Don't miss out on all your big production sales this weekend on DVAuction. Get on to DVAuction, go on there and shop, look at the videos, look at the sales. We're broadcasting all the big sales, guys, including Fairview Farms' 18th annual Angus Bull Sale, coming to you from Moorfield, West Virginia. Talked to the guys there last week when I was out there, and they said, hey, give us a shout out. So here it is, coming to you on Saturday here, March the 16th at 1 o'clock, Fairview Farms Angus Bull Sale. Check it out on DVAuction.com. Talk about your big commercial feeder cattle sales on Wednesday. OKC West, El Reno, Oklahoma had 9,100 head for their 2-day sale with calves on Tuesday, feeders on Wednesday. Your feeder steers were steady to $2 higher. Some grazing type yearlings were as much as $5 higher. They just keep getting higher, guys. Feeder heifers $2 to $4 higher. Calves were $2 to $4 higher. A stickout sale they had on Wednesday in El Reno was 108 steers in a thin flesh condition. They weighed 707 and bring 282. How about Dodge City, Kansas winter livestock? They had 4,000 head. Market was kind of unevenly $3 lower to $3 higher, but mostly steady there. But check this out. I thought this was a stick-out deal. Your slaughter cows in Dodge City sold $6 to $8 higher, with high dressing cows up to $144. Slaughter bulls are $5 to $6 higher. High dressing bulls up to $154. Wow. How about your National BeefWire stick-out sale of the day? Was Cherokee Sales Company in Cherokee, Oklahoma. My buddy Jared Herman there, he's running two good sales there. One in Mitchell, South Dakota, and the other one in Cherokee, Oklahoma. They had a big wheat run in Cherokee on Wednesday, guys. The 9-weight steers and heifers were $7 higher, flat $7 higher on your weighted average, with a good test last week. But you look at your automated market report through Cattle Market Central, and you see 200 steers in the 7-weight group. They averaged 754 at 263.70. 484 head of 8-weight steers in Cherokee averaged 845 pounds at 243.10. How about 756 head of 9-weight steers in Cherokee, Oklahoma? They had a weighted average weight of 929. A weighted average price on all those 9 weights, over 750 head of them, of $231.52, with one load of 921 pound steers bringing $236.50. Wow. How about the heifers? 372 head of 7-weight heifers averaged 737 at 240.10. 556 head of 8-weight heifers averaged 853 pounds at 220.13, and 276 head of 9-weight heifers averaged 924 pounds at 206.46. Give you some individual quotes from all around. How about Twin Falls Livestock Commission there? They sold a really outstanding set of cattle there. They were verified all natural, come from a Feeder Flash gang member by the name of Alan Thompson there, sells his cattle there every year at Twin Falls, Idaho. He had 206 head of these all natural steers. They weighed 848 and bring 249.75 all the way out there in Idaho, guys. Big ticket there. How about Bassett Livestock Auction in Bassett, Nebraska? They sell 76 steer calves, weighed 514 at 367.50. But the most impressive quote that I saw anywhere on Wednesday in your Macrocin No BS top quote for the day, come out of Torrington Livestock Markets in Torrington, Wyoming. They sell 88 steers, weighed 712 at 293. And that's your feeder flash for Thursday.